Andre, Kevin talked about your whole body of work being the reason you won the job. I mean, just talk about that going back to even last year when you were here for that week on the practice squad.
Yeah, I mean, I've been working on my craft for a while now, so no, haven't changed anything up, and steadily working at it, and it's been paying off.
What was it like that moment you found out you made the 53?
Yeah, it was exciting, of course, but I'm kind of already focused on week one, and preparing and staying on my course and my process, like I talked about.
Was
Still
it
the same.
nervous time when you were waiting for that call, or how would you describe that?
Yeah, of course. I think it's a little nerve wracking, but it's also exciting at the same time. You don't know what the future has, and you put all your work in, and then whatever happens, it happens. So.
For you, how big was that last drive on Saturday? Just to at least get to go through it in a real game, or a game setting, instead of just kind of fire drill out here in practice.
Yeah, it's exciting. I mean, obviously, I've had game winners before in my past, not in the NFL level, but they're always exciting. You feel the same kind of like adrenaline, but then you're also super locked in, and like game winners are a special kind of beast. I mean, you're so locked in, you kind of space out, and you just go out there and you just do your thing, and it was exciting to get it done. I mean, couldn't have done it without Rex and Corey and the offense getting me in field goal range, and made my job a lot easier.
Did you know that you were going to have that chance on that last drive?
Yeah, I was aware that I was going to be coming in at the second half to do the kicking duties, so I was preparing, got my kicks in at halftime, got my kicks in pregame, and I was ready to go.
Andre, how have Corey and Rex really just helped you along, and how have you guys built that chemistry as a unit, and knowing how important that is in the kicking game?
Yeah, it's super important, and I mean, they're like the best guys ever, so we have such a tight-knit group, and I'm just super excited to still be here with these guys.
It's tough to see anybody leave. Dustin, obviously, getting his contract terminated today. He should get the job. So, I mean, for you, working with him, what did he mean to you, and what did he maybe impart on you before he?
Yeah, I mean, he meant a lot to me, and he's like one of the best guys like I've ever met, and we briefly caught each other in the locker room, and we said some nice words to each other, and I'm always going to be rooting for him, and I know he'll be doing the same for me, so I have nothing but love for him and respect.
Who was the first person you called when you got the news?
I called my girlfriend, and then my dad and my sister.
Did you think that last kick, just seeing that Dustin missed one earlier in the game on an extra point, did you have any extra pressure thinking that last kick could be the difference?
No, I don't really think about it. I just treat every rep as its own, and going out there, I have one opportunity the whole game, so I just want to capitalize and make the most of those opportunities.
Andre, when you that last drive in the Rams game, were you told get ready if the kicking is going to be you?
Yeah, I was aware before the game that I would have the second half, so I was I was preparing at halftime and stuff, and I knew I was in the net every drive we had on offense that second half.
Making that kick, when did you know?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, I just try to put my best foot forward and have my process and just do my job. Treat every kick as its own.
Would you like to change jersey numbers now?
I haven't given it much thought, honestly. We'll see, maybe.
Dustin reach out to you at all after?
I saw him briefly in the locker room, and we exchanged some words with each other, and there's nothing but positive things on both ends. And like I said, I just wish him the best and everything.
I'm sorry if you already answered this, but just your emotions of going from kicking a game winner on Saturday, being in that situation, to finding out today that you're going to be the week one kicker.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of emotion that goes into it. There's so much uncertainty in the NFL. I'm just super grateful to still be here, and I'm going to take advantage of every opportunity I get, and put my best foot forward.
And so many kickers talk about the process. What does your process look like to make sure that you're the same guy every time?
Yeah, I mean, just keeping level-headed, not letting the big moments get too big, and not letting the bad moments get too bad. Trying to stay even, and that's what I really worked on. I mean, growing up and just going through the kicking journey, so to speak. And yeah, just being older and more mature just helps a lot.
In the offseason, how did you, I guess, work with Corey on, he gets the ball kind of reset and everything, what you like, what he likes, and how that helps you in kicking? I guess, how do you work through it?
Yeah, I feel like every kicker likes their own kind of lean and stuff, and how the hand looks when it's snaps coming and everything. we talked about it, and he's a great holder, and Rex is a great snapper, so makes his job easy, and then makes my job easy too.
With the change in the kickoff rules the past couple of years, more so this year, just how has that changed? Because it used to be just boot the ball out of the end zone, start at the 30, now with landing zones and, bounce kicks and everything.
Yeah.
How much has it changed?
Yeah, it's changed a lot, obviously. But I think it's going to be interesting to see what teams do. I think it's obviously a much more finesse kind of kick now, so we'll see what happens.
How's Bubba's instructions just been throughout camp on just going through all this?
Kickoffs, you mean, or field goals? I don't know if I'm allowed to necessarily
No,
spill.
How just going through all scenarios and everything. How's he been?
Yeah, I mean, as kickers ourselves, I don't think Bubba needs to tell us anything specific. We all work on different types of kicks and mess around with different leans and stuff, and junk balls and balls in the air. So I think it's all kind of unspoken that we just kind of all work on, have as many tools in the toolbox, so to speak.
As evidenced by Dustin, I mean, a kicker's job, there's not a lot of security goes with that sometimes. How do you deal with that?
I just take it one day at a time. I just try to do my best and not think too much into the future or worry too much about things that are out of my control.
Cleveland's not the easiest place to kick. Now, it's a great place to kick right now, but just, how do you prepare for that element, something that's completely out of your control?
Right. I mean, I grew up in Chicago, so going through high school and stuff, I've kicked in the colder weather and stuff, and just being a free agent too. I'm ready year round. You never know if you're going to be doing the UFL, which I ended up doing, or have a sign a futures deal. So I've been kicking in the cold weather, and my rookie year I was in Chicago, so the wind isn't super friendly there either. So, I feel like I've had a kind of a good grasp, and I've kind of understand how to play my ball in different kind of winds.
Did you happen to kick it all in Soldier Field?
I did, yes, once.
That's one of the supposed that here in Pittsburgh are
Yeah.
supposedly the toughest.
That's what I've heard, yeah. So I'm excited. It's a good challenge, but I think with that kind of challenge comes even more focus and preparation that comes into it. So.
In what texture did you kick in Soldier Field?
Oh, it was just a family. It was practice. Yeah.
What's your dad and your girlfriend's name? Whoever else you said.
Gianna, my girlfriend, and my dad, Eric.
Jenna.
Good guys.
Hey, well, congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks.
Thank you. Good luck.